Hey babes, so I want to show you how I got this super cute sleek look. If you're interested in how I got this 10-minute sewing, keep on watching.
I'm looking for somebody I can call. Looking for the only one I can keep my own. Tell me that it's true.
What's up, babe? So we're gonna hop straight into this tutorial. See, because I'm not waiting for nobody and nobody is waiting for me. So I'm just starting off by showing you guys my braid pattern. It looks pretty hectic, but like I just wanted to put some braids in that were small enough yet thin enough. The back didn't really matter. And here I am just showing you my unit. I did make a U-part, how to construct my U-part unit video. So if you want to see that, it'll definitely be in the cards or in the description box. But baby, I'm just sewing this thing on. I work out a lot. I sweat a lot, and sometimes the hassle of sitting down for 2 or 3 hours to get a sew-in, child, I just don't have time to do. So a U-part wig is literally the easiest 10-minute install that you're ever going to get, just for that sew-in look. So I'm just sewing around the perimeter of my leave out all the way in the front and along the side. If you want to sew the back, you definitely can. Sometimes if I'm leaving it on for a long time, I definitely go in like the back of my head and sew along where I can feel like some of that wig cap, and I'll just sew that along my braids as well. For this install, I wasn't really keeping it on for that long, so it wasn't that deep to sew it on that much. But that's for babes who want to keep it on longer and act like and perpetrate, having a sew-in without sitting for the time. You feel?
So once I finish, I'm going to cut the thread and literally just double knot it and start on the other side. I'm just making sure everything is nice and secure, because what we don't want to happen is I jump up and down or the wind blows and baby, you can see underneath my wig. That's not cute. At least for me, it's not. So we're just here for security. Again, if you want to sew the back, you can. If you don't, like I said, I wasn't leaving it on for long. And yeah, I'm just making sure everything is secure before I kind of move on. So now I'm going to go into styling my hair. This is like the most tedious part in my opinion. I'm using the Dream Coat Wow. I literally love this product. I actually recently kind of discovered the Kenra heat and thermal protectant. That's literally my new go-to. So I switch in between those two products, and I'll leave them down below in the description box. But like I use them to blow out my hair, and it's protecting our hair and at the same time giving us that silk salon finish for the babes who don't want to go get salon prices but want the salon results. We know that, right? We love that. So I'm just blowing out my hair, just making sure that I'm kind of blowing out all the kinks and all the things. And then I'm going in with my hot comb, child. When I say y'all, I'll be ready to leave that hot comb in the drawer, okay? Because for whatever reason, I burn myself every time. I don't know about you, but I'm at least burn myself once with that hot comb. It just never fails. And honestly, the hot comb is completely optional. I just like to use the hot comb to get that sleek, like seamless, finish on my scalp. I like everything extra flat. So same thing is if you will be wearing a wig, like we want this flatness, okay? Because although this is a wig, although this is a sew-in or a quick weave, it's coming out of your head. It's coming out of my scalp. I grew this hair from birth, period, dot. And so I want it to reflect that way. But when using all of this heat, we're making sure that we're protecting all of it. So definitely don't forget to use a heat protectant. And if you want recommendations, I could definitely give you them. Just let me know in the comment section, babe. Like, that's what we're doing. And as we move on, I'm just kind of parting, like defining that part. Another struggle that I have is parting. Like I have to part my hair 8 times before I finally get it. But we got it, and that's great. For styling purposes, I didn't have any tools because I was on a trip and I literally didn't have anything. This was like a go-to impromptu little hairstyle that I was doing, hence the 10-minute sew-in. And so I'm just going to show you guys, like, this hair is raw Indian wavy, and I'm literally showing y'all how I'm going to just style it with the waves of my natural hair. This is me clipping the ends. I just wanted to make sure everything was nice and, just uniform. Sometimes clipping those ends, like sometimes I don't like cutting my hair, but like it's necessary sometimes because the ends just look crazy. So if you wanted to, honestly, from this point, I'm just using my wax stick and kind of just blending my natural hair with the weave. But if you wanted to just leave your hair like this, once you finish, you could definitely leave that as a choice. For me, because I wanted that wavy look, I'm going to go in and use my flat iron. It's the Conair Infinity Pro as a crimper. Now, you guys see the motion that I'm using. I'm literally going in like a waver motion. So going up and then rotating it down, rotating it up, rotating it down. And I'm going all the way down my natural hair and all the way down to the end of, or closer to where the wave starts with the extensions, just because I wanted to, again, look like everything is uniform and this is growing from our scalp. Let's say it again. It's growing, what, class? From our scalp. Correct. So I'm just doing that same process all over my head. I'm not necessarily going through doing it like thoroughly and like taking my time with it how I would be doing for, if I was actually crimping my hair. This is literally like a on the go type, hairstyle and impromptu again. I tried this like 2 other times and I really liked the way it came out. So I was like, okay, let me just try it out again, because I didn't want the hair to just be wavy and my hair at the top just be straight. Also, another important piece is the hairspray, and I'm using the Kimra hairspray with this. I forgot to show you guys before. That's definitely going to allow y'all, spray myself in the eye. That's definitely going to allow these waves to make sure that they stay and they don't just fall. And if you're doing curls or something like that too, obviously the hairspray is just going to make sure that everything is set in place. So once I finish that, I definitely go in with some Garnier Fructis serum to make sure I lay down any flyaways to add a little bit extra shine, because we love the shine, child. The luster is everything we need. And then I just hit the flat iron one more time because I just seen some straggly ends and I wanted to make sure that the look was complete. You know how that go. So yes, this is a very quick, simple look for my babes that don't have that much time but want something really cute, really natural, and just really quick. It's very easy as well. You can also, for this U-part wig, add combs in the inside. That's what I would normally do, is add combs if I don't want to sew her on. I normally do add combs on all of my flip over quick weaves and like my U-part wigs, just so that I don't have to worry about sewing it in all the time and it's not so permanent. But that is it, babes. Like, so simple, again, so easy, and literally you can do it all on your own. I definitely have a video on how I constructed this U-part wig. I will leave it down in the description box or in the cards above. But let me know what you babes think about this hairstyle. And let me know if you have any questions on how to create it. And I will definitely make a detailed version of all of the things. Hair lay, face beat, she's ready for the night. But thank you so much, babes, for watching. Don't forget to comment down below any comments, questions, or concerns. Don't forget to thumbs up this video. And I will see you, babes, on the next one. Ciao.